Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to this Inside Align event. My name is Shanae Arave. I am a co-founder and one of the owners with Maria and Jesse and CSO of Align. So first I want to tell you what is CSO, Chief Strategy Officer. I really help with just systems and keeping things running smoothly. And you guys are going to hopefully hear my passion for systems, for minimalist, being minimalist, and for just making things simple and smooth. That truly is one of my passions. I do it in my daily life, and I do it that is my job. So it's amazing when we can find things, right, that are our passions that also translate to like a real life job. So Align is a brand new social sales company. We have been in business just barely for 6 months. It is a huge deal. I cannot believe all the milestones we have already passed and all of the things that we have in the works that are up and coming. I'm so excited. We are definitely looking for new people all the time to be part of our affiliates and our ambassadors, our clients, and just part of our community. So this is one of the events that we do where we just talk to you a little bit about Align. One of the best things about Align is it is created by ambassadors for ambassadors. The three of us as owners got to know each other in the field, right, as ambassadors for other brands. And so we really know what it takes from experience. We have built our own businesses, our own social sales businesses, our own networks, and have really, run the gambit of what it takes. And we really, really have a huge ambassador focus at Align because we want to do it better. We want to take care of you better. We want all of you to feel, to feel that as far as your experience as an ambassador at Align. Okay, I'm gonna not look at comments. We're just gonna go. Okay, so our products are naturally based, an EU standard. I'm gonna show you guys a couple of the products today so that you can see, and I'm just so proud and excited. I have about 13 years of social sales experience. And between my other partners and co-owners and everyone involved, we have over 40 years of experience in social sales. And we know that the landscape is always changing, and we know that connecting with people is the most important. And we have 3 specific brand pillars. So I'm going to touch on those just a little bit to get us started. First of all, modern. What does that mean? Modern means just what I said. We know that the landscape is changing all the time. And so we have created a website that looks and feels more like an Instagram brand, or it's really easy to order from. All of our ambassadors and affiliates benefit from that ease and that look, right? So our site looks and feels modern. It is mobile friendly, and we are also not afraid to invest in beauty tech. So this is our red light wand. This is one of the very first products that we released. It is something different that we're offering in social sales for people to be able to sell as a complimentary skincare item to whatever skincare they're using, right? We know that when it comes to what you put on your face, it's really hard to just try a whole bunch of different things all the time, right? So we have, beauty tech and other things that you can add to your routine without necessarily switching everything over to Align products at once. Notice what I said there, not at once, right? And just a little plug, right now you can get the Power Duo. That's our awesome serum and the red light wand for $50 off. So just a little plug for that. So that's modern. Mid-lux. Our target market is humans aged 35 to 55 that are looking to elevate their skincare just a little bit, but are not going to pay $100 for a face wash, right? This is Calm. This is the face wash that I use every day. This is, you can kind of see our modern and minimalist look as well in our branding and how things look, right? Really kind of aesthetic and really easy to integrate with anything that you have sitting on your bathroom counter. So that is so we are mid-lux and mid-price. Okay, my very, very favorite product for my face, well, are these two. Renew Serum has totally taken care of all of my dry spots. And Soothe, I have never tried a moisturizer that I fell in love with so quickly. Soothe is $32. So you can see like our price point is pretty, I hate saying the word mid, right? Because all my Zennial kids are like, that's so mid, but we're meeting people where they are in the middle, right? We're in the middle of our lives. We're not going to spend $100, but we also know the value of getting really good, luxurious ingredients at a good price. So modern, mid-lux. Let's talk minimalist. So to kind of present to you why I am the person to talk to you about minimalist as a business strategy. In 2017, my family sold everything we owned and we traveled the country in a minivan for a year. And I learned a lot about the power of less. Okay, you've heard the saying like less is more, and I'm going to kind of really dig into why that is a good business strategy. But first, I want to talk about how it impacted me as a person to simplify. Okay, I'm never going to shame someone for having 500 Stanley cups. Like if that makes you happy, that's what you should do. And I don't think that that's what minimalism is about. And being a minimalist brand is not about removing joy. It is about removing distraction. It is about removing excess. And it is about making things more simple. So actually this morning when I logged in, one of my memories was, like you can see, this is a picture. I hope you can see it. It's probably not printed very well. This is a picture of a folding table and a lawn chair in a closet. And this is how I ran my business while we traveled. Okay, I got really, really good at systems that helped me run my social sales business very simply, very consistently. I had to be disciplined. And I think that minimalism plays into all of those. So I just had to work wherever, from wherever, how, wherever, but I was providing income for my family while I was on the road. One thing that became abundantly important to us a few years ago is really being intentional with what we choose. So that is definitely a huge part of the minimalist branding and the minimalist ideation that we have here, right? A couple of things that minimalism and just having less and doing less does in my life. We all kind of have a, I can't remember what they're called, like capsule wardrobe, okay? My laundry is usually caught up. My dishes are usually caught up because we just don't have or keep a lot, okay? We make sure that the things that we have, we love. The things that we have, we love, right? I always am like, yay, when I see someone that's like, I love this shirt, so I bought it in 2 colors, right? Like, I know I love this corkicle, however you say that. I will always reach for that as my water cup, right? So it's really about being intentional. And as an owner of a company, the best thing you can do is be intentional, right? We are not just letting the idea that we need 500 products run away with us and put us in a financial position, right? We're making some really good decisions. So going into specifically, how does Minimalist fit into a brand? First of all, it maintains our focus, right? People are going to need to see calm and soothe 7 to 11 times to even be like, what is that? Right? What is that? So we know that by focusing on soothe as a product focus once every 4 to 6 weeks, we are going to get eyes on that product and it is going to start selling. This is one way that we support our ambassadors very well with our sales strategy, right? We are getting soothe in front of people multiple times as a focus and special. Okay. It helps us maintain that focus. Okay. It helps with resource allocation. So this is a very businessy thing that I'm going to talk about for a minute, but if you're a business nerd and you like that kind of thing, this will speak to you. My dad helped to open a golf course, and one of the things he had to do was pick the menu for a restaurant. And so he was researching, and I nerd out about all things business. And so we were talking about it, and he was like, the best thing that you can do is have a limited menu. And I want you guys to think about that for a minute. Think about some of the let's just apply it to fast food for now. Let's think about some really, really successful brands that are doing it with a minimalist approach. In-N-Out Burger, Chick-fil-A, those are the 2 that come to mind right away, right? We have a Nashville hot chicken sandwich place here that's all they do. You get a Nashville hot chicken sandwich 5 different ways, and that is their menu. Okay, so that is a huge strategy that I haven't seen applied to very many skincare companies. Have you? If you have seen a minimalist skincare company, type below and tell us what you love. So that keeps our bottom line safer, number 1. And number 2, it really just helps us to rein in our brains, right? There are as many different skincare options as there are human beings on earth. But if we know exactly, we want, I'm trying to think of a really good example that helps explain exactly what I'm saying. Okay, red light wand. We knew we wanted to launch with some sort of beauty tech. Okay, and we had not seen this in other social sales companies yet. So this is something that we were very intentional about what we were seeking. We weren't just like, okay, what are other people doing, right? So it really helps with our resources, money being a huge part of that, right? It protects our bottom line to be minimalist. It protects our bottom line to only seek out, the best of a moisturizer, the best of that we can find of a serum. Okay. The other thing that, oh my goodness gracious. I don't know why my voice is deciding to do this, but that's okay. It really, really helps with branding and messaging, right? If we know for sure, if we are concise and clear about what our brand offers, right? Good products for good people. And we want to work with you to share those products. That's our whole spiel, right? Like that's easy, it's clear, it makes sense, and by not having a lot of clutter in our branding and in our messaging, that is going to really give us a competitive advantage. Skincare can be a crowded marketplace. And so having something that is that concise and clear with our clarity and our purpose, it helps to cut through the noise. So that's another thing I want you to think about. Having a minimalist approach to Align, one huge element of that is every single person at Align works remotely. We have literally cut so many costs by not having a home office, by not trying to, we leave like shipping to the professionals. We have a shipping partner that we have worked with right away since day one. That helps us clear the clutter in our brains, give us more time to work with and spend with our ambassadors. And we're not paying, for a home office. We're not paying for a warehouse. We're not paying for any of those things. So that really, really helps, again, to support our bottom line and really helps Align be stable and sturdy, which is exactly what we want to provide. It helps reduce stress and overwhelm for customers and ambassadors. When we started talking about Minimalist as a brand pillar, this was a huge one. We have been part of other social sales companies. We look at the offering of other social sales companies. And one thing in the company that I worked for the longest that was really overwhelming was kind of just this barrage of new products over and over and over. And being the type of, salesperson that I was, shares person, whatever you want to call it, I really wanted to offer my clients and my team the best information possible. And that's a lot of work to be learning, every single new product inside out, to test it, to be a product of the product myself. And that uses a lot of resources, right? Like I had to buy the product so that I could try it, so that I could decide how I was going to personally market that product. Removing that element for our ambassadors, like right now, we are releasing about one product a month that's kind of our cadence for our first year or so of business. And it definitely gives us time, to test the product, to make sure that our ambassadors have information about the product. So it helps to reduce stress and overwhelm for them. What about for our customers? You guys, how many people have a counter full and drawers full and underneath their sink just full of products, cosmetics, skincare? Sometimes when I go into Ulta or Sephora or wherever, I get decision fatigue. Look it up. It is a thing. It is a thing. By reducing the amount of our offering and working with people on, which face wash is going to work best for them, or, and we're still adding to our skincare line right now. But that reduces stress and overwhelm and helps with decision fatigue for our clients and customers as well, right? Like finding a brand that you trust and that you love and that you support your friend is a great way to go, right? Especially if you don't want to just keep consuming, trying new things. We definitely will always have product lovers amongst our ranks. And that is one of the things that actually makes me the most proud, right? Like if I can have someone who's a product lover and has tried a lot of things, love Align, that is the pinnacle, right? But for people who, aren't going to do the research and don't know exactly what they want, to have a limited offering that helps reduce that fatigue, that pressure, all of the decisions, that is huge. That is huge. Being minimalist definitely helps us have a simplified focus. and like I said, that competitive advantage. So those are kind of some of the big points that came up for me when I was thinking about minimalism as a brand pillar for like the products and what we offer. As the CSO of Align, I work a lot with our field, with our leaders and our affiliates and our ambassadors. And the other thing that we have really, really striven for as far as a minimalist approach is streamlining all of our efforts as a field and home office. So Jesse works on our marketing emails every single month, and we sit down and talk through the marketing plan, and we put together a plan for our ambassadors to sell as well. This month, if you see a lot of our ambassadors talking about the red light wand, which is why it's here so readily available at my desk, one thing that we worked on were, 30 talking points. If people want to talk about red light wand every single day, that has been provided for them, right? We have product intel sheets that help our ambassadors know exactly what to say, and a sheet for ambassadors that just helps them get to know the product. So we are really trying to simplify, remove distraction, right? We know that we need every single person that is here to move Align forward. We also know it can't be so daunting and overwhelming. So we have a sales system that we're constantly working on improving, and there are lots of ads I want to make to that in 2024. But as for now, I work really hard with our field and with the other people at Align Corporate to provide daily tasks. These are the things you need to do for your business. If you are looking for a side hustle and you do not know how to do it, right? I say it like that because when people start, nobody knows how to do it. We provide daily tasks, daily ideas for you. So it's a great place to get started with social sales if you don't know exactly what to do. So let me talk just a little bit about my experience with that. When I started my very first social sales company, the only job I had had since college was a music teacher. I used to be a band teacher. Those of you who know me know that, right? Like I taught at a very small school, so I ran the whole music program. I really did love that job, but I knew I was not going to make as much money as I wanted to, as flexibly as I needed to. My last two kiddos are 13 months apart, and one of them is on the spectrum, and I need to be available, like still to this day, right? My kiddo is 16 years old now, and I still have to be available. And so when I started working on selling, I invited like 3 people over, and I showed them the product, and I sold like $58. And I was like, how in the world am I going to sell, $500, $1,000, $2,000 by using the things that I share with our field day over day, week over week, the systems that I built in my personal business. I got to the point where I had a team of over 10,000 people, and I was, very consistently hitting, recruiting levels and sales bonuses, other things like that. So truly, truly, it's a great place to start if you don't know what to do, and to know that we really, really do try to simplify things. If you watched the last Inside Align event, which was it Nikki last time or one of the last two, one of our ambassadors, and she is just an absolute joy. Her name is Nikki. She said on here, why not share the things that light you up? So to close, I'm going to share a couple of things that absolutely light me up about being in the social sales industry. Number one is the people, right? I work with people that I love every day. I get to meet new people all the time. That is at the very, very top of my list. The second thing that lights me up about Align is the opportunity to provide the experience that I had for other people. So now I'm on the corporate side, right? It's a little bit different, but the idea that I can help someone who is like, I want to make $250 a month, to pay for my kids' gymnastics, or honestly, right now that pays about for like my kids' vegetables and they don't eat any, right? But like the idea that someone can join Align for $29 or $79 and get a $249 worth of product, and that they can then take that in turn and put money in their pocket, and money that is going to help their families. That is, honestly, maybe that's number one. I just love it so much. When we hit the milestone of Align having had put over $100,000 in our ambassadors' pockets, that was truly a dream come true moment for me. I'm going to get like what an amazing opportunity. And right now, people need flexible ways to make money. They absolutely do. So that's a huge one. Number 3, the products. I love the products. I love finding the products. I love learning about the products. I love sharing the products. And I hope that you guys do too. So I wanted to show you one of our, can we all, you guys give me like a like if you are finding how much you love our shower affirmation cards. So these were kind of a product that Jesse was like, this totally fits our brand. We are inclusive, we love our people, and we want them to love ourselves. And so these, I am absolutely in love with these. And I pull one out every single week. And the one that I want to share with you guys right now is I acknowledge the simple joys that light me up. And Align is something that lights me up. It's something that I'm passionate about. It's something that I love owning a business. I love problem solving, and I love helping you learn, grow, and problem solve too. So join Align. If you guys have questions about being an ambassador or being an affiliate here at Align, we have options for you. And if an ambassador invited you or shared this video with you, jot down some questions and ask your ambassador what they love about Align. And if you are an ambassador that is watching right now, or you watch later, go ahead and comment, what do you love about Align? And let's all do what Nikki said and share the things that light us up. And for sure, I hope you guys got a little bit of a taste about why the brand pillar of Minimalist lights me up. It keeps me focused, it keeps things simple, and it makes things better for you as an ambassador or as a customer. I am going to go and respond to comments afterwards because everything is shiny and distracting. And thank you so much for jumping on, especially if you jumped on live. I appreciate your support. And, if you're watching this later, do not hesitate to reach out to us with any questions that you have. Thanks for jumping on.